Ladies and gents, what is going on? Welcome back to World of Tanks. I'm back with yet another tank review episode, and in today's episode I am going to take my first look at new Tier 9 Swedish tank destroyer Strv 1030. Today we have a chance to test out how it feels like to be one sniping camper. So today's title is going to be A Day as a Sniping Camper. Let's get going. As said, our today's main guest is going to be Strv 1030, and that 0 actually stands for series number, like Strv 103B, that B stands for series number. A total of 10 prototypes of 0 series were produced. The vehicle differed from the mass-produced Strv 103s in weaker armor and engine, as well as in the commander's cupola. In 1964, the vehicles were used as a basis for the Strv 103A production. So I guess we are going to see yet another Swedish TD line. As they said in one of their Super Test episodes as well, Swedish Tech Tree actually has potential for 2 full TD lines, 2 full TD branches. Hopefully we are going to see 2 different TD branches and some premium tanks as well, maybe in the future, but we'll see. And the reason why I said hopefully we see different TDs is because after playing, let's say after playing around 30 or 40 or maybe even more battles with Swedish TDs, I have to say, guys, after all those battles, I am kinda done. Yes. Even that epic DPM that I did not mention in my previous Strv 103B's episode. Yes, guys, I know I fucked it up a little bit. I didn't mention that epic DPM on Strv 103B while this tank is in the siege mode. Sorry, I know that. You can blame me. And despite all that DPM in the siege mode and mobility and trolley armor, I think I am done. After 40 battles, I believe I am done. Because those tanks are made to camp and snipe. Or snipe and camp. Take it how you want. Yes, you can be a little bit more aggressive with those tanks as well. I have tried everything, and being aggressive is actually a little bit more fun, because getting into the siege mode while you're cruising around, let's say with Strv 103 you're cruising around with 50 kph. You see your target, you press X, it takes 2.5 seconds to get into the siege mode. That pretty much means standard aiming time for standard tank. Whenever any other tank is going to stop, it takes roughly 2.5 seconds to aim in anyways. So it doesn't matter. But still, guys, I don't know. Maybe those vehicles are just not for me. And to be able to get maximum out of this vehicle, you actually have to stay back a little bit and snipe, because this gun is made to snipe. It is just super accurate, DPM is crazy, penetration is crazy, 308mm penetration with standard APCR rounds. This goes through everything. This goes through JP100's superstructure. Come on, guys. This is like, I don't know what this is. But yes, I believe this tank is not made for me, because you know how much I actually hate camping. I would like to be in the action all the time, and turretless TDs, unless they have epic armor like T10 E3 has, pretty nice and sexy armor, I am not that interested. But maybe this is something for you, and today we're going to talk about this vehicle, and you're going to see some gameplay action, as you are already seeing on the background. So what can I tell you about Strv 103 Really important thing with Strvs is positioning. Positioning and repositioning as well. You should always move together with your team, support them from the distance at the start of the battle, and after that you can move on. Reposition, maybe you can be a little bit more aggressive when you see opportunities to be 1 versus 1, because you are going to win a lot of 1 versus 1 fights, especially when enemy tank only needs to receive 2 shots or something like that. Let's say you're cruising around with full speed, you see enemy tank, you can press X and automatically this tank stops, he's going to enter into the siege mode, and you can, one little trick that I did all the time, whenever I pressed X, while it was entering into the siege mode, I pressed my right mouse button on enemy vehicle that I was trying to shoot at, so auto lock, and after it went into the siege mode, it automatically locked on the target. Your APCR rounds are really fast, really high penetration, and your auto aim with those tanks is actually going to be godlike. Trust me guys, it is going to be godlike. So if you are going to be a little bit more aggressive with those vehicles, this is my little tip or trick to you. You can cruise around with full speed, and whenever you see enemy tank, just press X and just lock on the target. It makes your aiming a little bit easier as well, because whenever you are in the siege mode, your tank is already trying to focus on the target, and after that you can of course release your aim, and you can aim manually and hit tracks or weak spots and so on. I did that many times, it worked out, and it was actually pretty fun. As I said, I tried to make those tanks a little bit more fun for myself, because sniping and camping is not for me. If you enjoy that kind of gameplay, I'm not going to blame you. Whenever you're going to play with Strv, your team gets most out of you when you actually support, camp and snipe. Yes. You do not need to go in balls deep. You do not have HP for that, and you do not actually have armor for that as well, unless you know how to use that armor, and sometimes that armor can be trollish. I have seen many bounces when you actually try to work with the armor. You take the shot, you raise your hull or you lower your hull, depends on where your enemies are, and you are able to get a lot of bounces. So gun stats. Sadly, I cannot see siege mode, aiming time, dispersion and all that, but when you're in the siege mode with my crew, so 100% crew, no brothers in arms, I'm using large caliber tank gun rammer, camo and binos, so I'm not using ventilation, and I'm using food just to cover up brothers in arms and ventilation. With my equipment, siege mode DPM is going to be 3780. 3780 damage per minute is actually pretty decent. But guys, do you remember that we have actually another tier 9 deity that has epic DPM? And yes, this is Tortoise. Tortoise's DPM without brothers in arms, with food, ventilation and tank gun rammer is going to be 4184. So more than 400 extra DPM than you're going to get on Strv 1030. And 1030 gets the DPM only when it is in the siege mode. Standard DPM is going to be 2752, but your standard DPM does not matter, because you're not able to hit many shots while you're not in the siege mode. Yes, you are whenever you're going to ram enemy tanks, but you are not going to hit too many shots. So do not worry about that. Now the aiming time while Strv is in the siege mode, no numbers to show you, but it is quick. It is almost like you do not have to aim. Whenever you're going to move your tank, whenever you stop your aim, you are going to be fully aimed in already. So aiming time, let's say there is no aiming time. Accuracy, as well as with 103B, is amazing. Literally amazing. You can snipe enemy weak spots from 400 meters. Accuracy is just perfect sniper. I was able to hit JP100's commander hatch with every single shot from, I don't know, 300 meters or something like that. Pretty crazy, man. Standard reload time is going to be 8.5 seconds, and reload time in the siege mode is going to be 6.19 seconds. Survivability. No armor whatsoever, but as I said, this armor actually works when you know how to use it. Hit points 1450, really low amount of hit points. Once again, let's compare it to the Tortoise's HP, 1450 compared to the 2000 hit points. 550 extra hit points. But you know, Tortoise is just super slow. For some people it is painfully slow, unplayably slow. Yeah. Top speed 50, reverse speed 45. That reverse speed actually is really important, guys. You are in the siege mode, you're aiming at enemy tanks, you can back up really quickly, and it really comes in handy. That epic reverse speed really comes in handy. Engine power 600, power to weight ratio 16.06, nothing special actually. It doesn't feel that epic, speed doesn't feel that epic, it is like, I don't know, average at the best. For 50 top speed, 600 horsepower, 37.4 tons. I don't know, speed wasn't huge fan actually, but reverse speed comes in handy always. Traverse speed 43.61, I love that, it is pretty awesome. And view range 375 meters with my crew and equipment once again, but I am using Pinos, so Pinos are going to give me some much needed extra view range on the top of that 375. And as I said in my previous episode about Swedish TDs, your Pinos and Camos are always active while you are in the siege mode, and in my opinion this is actually one of the most OP things about this tank. And I am actually training concealment on my crew members as well at the moment, and my concealment, thanks to that, and thanks to the Pinos and thanks to the special things about this tank, is going to be amazing. Concealment factor 43, I actually do not know what this means, but 43 is really high if you're going to compare it to other Tier 9 TDs, like Tortoise gets 14.6, T95 gets 18.2, and T30 gets 9.2. So all in all, what are the best things about this tank? Gun, of course, when you're in the siege mode. 3800 damage per minute is really good, but still guys, not as good as on Tortoise. 3200, close to 3200 TPM. Accuracy, just you can snipe commander hatches from the other side of the map. This is pretty crazy, right? Penetration, 308mm penetration. You never have to use premium shots. I believe I haven't fired not a single premium round with this tank. Yes, I am carrying two premium APCR shots as well, with 350mm of penetration, but 308mm penetration is just too good to be true anyways. So I do not need to carry any premium shots. And so overall, the best things about this vehicle is the gun in the siege mode. The gun when you are in the travel mode is complete garbage. Like no accuracy, no aim, no movement. Like let's not even talk about the gun while you are not in the siege mode. So it takes 2.5 seconds to enter into the siege mode, and it takes 2.5 seconds to enter to the travel mode. With 103B, it took 2.5 seconds to enter into the siege mode, and 2 seconds to enter into the travel mode, if I am not mistaken. Mobility, overall, average. Survivability, really bad. Armor can survivability really bad because of 1450 HP, but your hull armor 40, 30, 30, yeah, 40 millimeters thick armor can actually bounce a lot of things, heat and so on, when you know how to angle it. And I believe it is time to jump into some gameplay action, so let's go. So I decided to bring you one live gameplay as well, a Lakeville Heavy Tier 10 game, as always, on test server, pretty much, and yeah, let's do some sniping. Going to siege up over here, I guess, pretty standard position. I do not have to show too much of my tank, thanks to my special things. Oh, nice, well done. Enemy T4... Enemy T49 just drowned. Yep, sadly it seems like we're going to be super heavy in the canyon area. Oh. Okay, I missed my chance. I believe I spotted him, but I do not have good enough angle to shoot at E15 actually, so let me move up a little bit. Okay, this is good enough. Luckily NMT-49 drowned, so I do not know what else they're going to send over here. Nope. No vision. Now one thing I didn't mention before is that all those tanks, all those Strv tanks, siege mode tanks, are really map dependent as well. There are some maps that you are going to hate. Like you're simply not going to be able to do anything on those maps, on some of the maps. No, back up or move forward. A little bit late, just a tiny little bit late. Yep. Just a tiny little bit late. 417 snipe. No vision on the IS-7, but I am getting the assistance, which is awesome. Now that tree in front of me is pretty OP. I'm not able to see through him. IS-7, okay, he got killed. Dead IS-7. Dead IS-7 is good IS-7. Grumman. Nope. Yep, our guys are getting kinda wrecked. I think I got spotted. Let's snipe. Ground ones are going back. I don't know if the Typ B is spotting me or not. Anyways, I have support from my UDES, finally. This is really good. That should have been a hit as well. Ooh, yes. I think so. I most definitely think so. Let's move up. So I am actually able to see. Now I think those ground ones are going to snipe from the distance. I hope so, at least. I was wrong. Yep, I was wrong. 17 HP. Blind shots were a hit. 17 HP. Lucky boy. What the hell are you doing? Our artillery is aggressive. So this time I'm going to lock in, and after that I'm going to press siege mode. Boom, lock in. This is what I was talking about. Fucking Typ B behind me. Mouse, let's raise our tank. Ah fuck, he's shooting APCR, so it doesn't matter what we are going to do. I'm simply going to back up from the action. Let's back away. Yeah, do that once again, mate. What a mistake. He's backing up. Guys. Haha. Beautiful. I cannot even dodge this guy. Nice. And GG. Okay, so 3,182 damage done and 2,700 or 2,800 spotting. So not the worst game. DVP sadly was still behind me, was almost able to kill me, but not quite enough. Actually, I did hit my blind shot as well, so 3,500 damage and yeah, over 6,000 combined. Okay, not too bad. Anyways, guys, this is Strv 103-0, Tier 9 Swedish tank destroyer. If you like sniping, if you like staying back, supporting your team, this tank is going to be godlike for you. You can be aggressive, as you saw at the end as well. You can be a little bit more aggressive, but when there are more than 2 tanks around you, or more than 1 tank around you, enemy tank I mean, this is not going to end well. This is not going to end well. And artillery is going to be your biggest enemy as well. You need 6th sense, and whenever you are going to be spotted, it actually takes 3 seconds for your 6th sense to work. So after you get spotted, it takes 3 seconds for you to let you know that you are spotted, and it takes 2.5 seconds to start moving. So you are going to be RT target number 1 or number 2 as well, because artillery is already able to aim in when you're going to be notified, and you have to stay over there for 2 more seconds or 2.5 more seconds to start moving. So artillery is going to be your biggest enemy, as always. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, thumbs up button is for that. Leave a little like for me, comment, subscribe. I get you next time. Stay awesome and bye.